So this chapter, I wanted to speak about something which is quite relevant and which has been spoken about in some time, but I would like to reflect on it, and it's about near-death experiences. And I wanted to share my own experience, and obviously with people as well, that and how it's impacted people around me. But before I move on, I just wanted to show you just a segment from the movie Ghost, which reflects upon near-death experiences and shows what is being reported, what it looks like before you pass over. So just check this out.
Sam? They're waiting for you, Sam.
I'll miss you. Your mother'd be proud.
I'm gonna miss you too, Sam. You're all right.
Bye, Oda Mae.
Bye, Sam.
I love you, Molly. I've always loved you.
Ditto.
It's amazing, Molly. The love inside. You take it with you. See ya.
See ya.
So there you go. Don't you think that's one of my all-time favourite movies ever? I think it's so good. Before I start, my name's Sage. I'm from Karnak Holistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So today I'm going to speak about the near-death experiences. So as you can see, you saw the light, and when you saw Sam, he's about to go to spirit, and you saw the light and all those little orbs coming down towards him. And then once the light was fully on him and he revealed what he looked like, you saw people in the background, kind of like little dots across the horizon. And as he walked into it, you see him going over to the other side. Well, my experiences were slightly different. The light was exactly the same. When what happened to me was probably about 10 years ago. I was I got an infection which attacked my heart, and I got cardiomyopathy, which basically my heart started growing and become sludgy, so it wasn't pumping properly, and I still suffer with that today. So with me, what happened was I collapsed onto the bed and suffering from really bad pains to my arm, so I was basically having a heart attack. And all I remember is just hearing all these noises around me, what was happening, and then I saw the paramedics come in, and I saw myself rising, and I remember looking down, and then I just remember it was almost like a snap. I went to the other side, and I was there not that long in my terminology, and what it was is that I just remember speaking, just hearing the voices saying, "You're not coming back here, you haven't finished what you need to do, so you're returning." And within that moment is almost kind of like a whoosh kind of thing. I was back in the room. And I remember looking down, seeing the two paramedics. One was a man who was taller, and a woman was shorter with dark hair, and he looked like he had receding hair as well. And I remember him saying, "Well, I can't see, there's nothing we can do, there's nothing I can see wrong for him. He's right upside female gay, but he obviously clearly not functioning." So they made the decision to rush me into hospital. And it's a good thing as well, because it was found out my heart was getting into failure. And as it went into failure, they done the assessments and so on and so forth, and I was let go, and kind of like got a bit foggy after that, because later on I went back into hospital because I was ill again, with the same problem, and my heart was failing even more so. And I remember being in the hospital, hooked up to all these tubes and machines and stuff around me, and I was aware it's something called clear light meditation you can do, where you separate your spirit from your body. So any say attack or any trauma that your body's going through, your body absorbs it better than it doesn't affect your spirit. So as I was having these mini strokes while I was in hospital, they gave me like a week to live. And within that, I remember being quite conscious that there was always a presence in a corner. It wasn't bad. It was a good energy. It's almost like a protector. And it was like the energy of God himself was standing there. And I remember coming in and out of my body within that time. I wasn't allowed outside the cubicle because I had tubes here and tubes down this side, and a mask as well. And I remember when I was there, and it was really bad, and I remember leaving my body at one point and then hearing them talking to my brother, saying like, this week's really vital, because, you know, if he doesn't make it, if his heart don't respond to the drugs, then there's like basically no chance. So after that, I just remembered, I kept on hearing, you need to heal yourself, you need to heal yourself. So being a Reiki master, or a healer, I just constantly, probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day, doing long sessions. I was going nowhere, obviously I was stuck in hospital. I was doing constant sessions of healing my body just with pure white light. And I remember one time my body started shaking, and I was having convulsions, which was setting off the machines as well. So they go, what they said, it was just said there was an energy surge running through me, which caused machines to peak. So I had to obviously not do it, so it didn't send my heart into some kind of status, which make things even worse. But anyway, long story short, after that, I remember being in hospital and being in that cubicle still, and then my heart just really slowing down. And again, I rose, looked down, and I remember looking and being outside my body, normally to the left or to the right, and just looking at, I was there, but I wasn't there. Even when people were visiting, it was almost like I was watching a TV program of me being with them. And I remember even the drugs they were giving me, I was saying, no, this isn't right. So it felt like I was here, but I was also on the other side, because sometimes I would wake up and I'll be somewhere that I don't recognize, and I'll be walking, and I'll be seeing certain people, and they'll be talking to me, and they knew who I was, and obviously we spoke, and then I would like blink and I'll be back in the room again. It was really, really weird. But I think when you see that light and this overwhelming amount of love that you feel when you're on the other side, everyone seems to think, well, why did you come back? If it's so lovely over there, why did you come back? It's really hard to explain until you've experienced it, but the best way to experience it is that when you come back, you appreciate what you have here, is in the love and the things you have around you. There's this overwhelming amount of gratitude you have for people, and for people that really do love you. And because you know what the love is magnified tenfold, and the feeling and your senses on the other side is magnified. But I also am aware, like, since I come back, I've been very, very different. I haven't been the same person I was pre that experience. It wasn't because of the experience that changed it. It changed me into somebody else. And I think I don't think it changed me something else. I think that's the wrong terminology. I think it awoken the true me. And I don't take bull. I love unconditionally, but I'm as open as they come. But I realise when you come back from somewhere as pure as that, and you come with another form of love that you express to people, they are still existing on this planet, so they don't really get what you are, if that makes sense. So because you're kind of like giving with an open heart, and you're sharing all this stuff, these people who have not had that experience see you can say it's a soft spot or a bit of a touch, but because you respect yourself and you have gratitude for what the things around you and for yourself and the people you love, the ones that take the piss out of you, you are more you have more of an opinion, and you're more direct about talking, about putting them in their place, and not having fake love. I think that's the best way to put it. So as you come across this fake love, you can recognize it even more so because you've been in pure love, you know. But and people ask me, ever since this has happened to me, have I changed spiritually? Well, hell yeah. My senses are even more so. I sense stuff beyond certain dimensions. It's really hard to really explain, but the other part of it, because of having awakened these extra sensory perceptions and these feelings, people don't understand it. So when you're picking up and stuff, and it's getting in touch with you, and because it's near-death experience, you see where you view death is not the same as most people will be. But in some ways, you have to kind of like respect those views, kind of thing, because it's their views at the end of the day. But yeah, I think that's me for it. I just wanted to just share my story and near-death experiences. If you've had any experience, any near-death experience, please drop it in the comments below if you want to. Get in touch. Be nice to hear what your views are about your experience in it. And again, I know there are people that don't believe in it, that I don't really, that's fine, you know, I don't really care. And I don't really, life's too short to bother about people that don't understand. You can try and give them a understanding about it. But if they're going to come really negative, I don't have time for that. I really just don't. And it's like that with a lot of things. So, yeah, just be aware. Yeah, I look forward to hearing from you, and keep safe, stay blessed, and namaste.